Before we get started, make sure to turn on post notification and subscribe to the channel. 10 surprise entrants that are rumored for the Royal Rumble. Number 10. Adam Cole. The leader of the Undisputed Era was one of the surprise entrants in this year's Royal Rumble, and there's a good chance that Adam Cole could do so again this year, popping up once again in what may turn out to be a fully fledged main roster debut. Last time, Cole's appearance was simply as a big surprise, and it certainly went down well with the live crowd as Cole got a huge reaction. But this time around, WWE could use the Rumble as a way to debut the Undisputed Era as full-time main roster members. By the time the Rumble rolls around, there's a chance the group may have lost the NXT Tag Team titles, and there's no doubt they are all ready to be on either Raw or SmackDown, and there's no better place to make that happen than one of the biggest matches of the year. Number 9. Hulk Hogan. WWE is slowly but surely making Hulk Hogan a part of the company once again. From putting him back into the Hall of Fame to his appearance at Crown Jewel as the guest host, and a Royal Rumble legend spot might be the next step into making him a full-time character again. WWE is yet to test the waters with the Hulkster in front of an American crowd, and if WWE does decide to do it, the Royal Rumble would be a great place. Simply hearing his music as a surprise is likely going to go down very well, and that could set things up nicely for him moving forward. Being in a Rumble match could protect Hogan, who's certainly going to be limited inside the ring, but putting him face to face with someone of today's biggest stars could be an amazing moment. Number 8. Shawn Michaels. He may have said on the ENC Pod of Awesomeness that he isn't going to wrestle again, but that's exactly what he should say in order to keep things a surprise. And it was clear from his performance at Crown Jewel, HBK can still go inside the ring. Michaels looked the best out of everyone in the tag team main event, and having him mix it up with the talent of today offers up plenty of dream scenarios, and inside the Rumble, WWE could tease countless different matches. While he wouldn't be out winning a Rumble match at this stage in his career, if he is to wrestle at WrestleMania, which has been rumored, that could easily be set up inside the Rumble match itself. Number 7. The Rock. Speaking of being rumored to work at WrestleMania 35, The Rock is a name that has been thrown around a lot as of late, and is expected by many to be wrestling at the grandest stage of them all. And what better way to bring him back than as a surprise in the Royal Rumble? A match between him and Brock Lesnar is something that WWE has been wanting to do for years, with only his injuries against John Cena stopping it from happening already, and WrestleMania might be the only chance left for the company to make it happen. If Lesnar is set to walk into Mania as the champion yet again, then The Rock could be a name to not just show up, but win the Rumble in order to set up a huge match between two of the biggest names WWE could pull out of WrestleMania. Number 6. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has been out of action for several months now, and while it's unclear when he's expected to be medically cleared, if he is available, then the Royal Rumble will be the best possible place to bring him back. Not only does it guarantee an amazing reaction from the WWE universe, but it would be a great way to give the roster a shot in the arm just as the road to WrestleMania kickstarts. With Zayn being someone who WWE can do a lot with, whether it be working as a face or a heel, the company likely wants him involved at WrestleMania in some capacity, so the quicker they can get him out in the ring again, the better, and the Rumble provides a chance for him to potentially set up a new feud. Number 5. The Undertaker. It is being highly rumored that WrestleMania 35 is going to be the final match of The Undertaker's career, and while that is something that gets said seemingly every single year, it seems fitting for it to happen in New York, the spiritual home of wrestling. If the dead man is about to call it a day, then perhaps he wants to tick as many boxes as possible with a few more final moments before he goes, and one more run inside the Royal Rumble might be one of those. With WWE hoping to sell out an outdoor venue for this event, then the company will need star power, and if they can boost having The Undertaker appearing within the Rumble, it is certainly going to increase ticket sales. Number 4. Cody Rhodes. If WWE wants to create one of the biggest pops of the year at the Royal Rumble, then having Cody Rhodes make his return to the company would be a great decision, as he has become one of the biggest stars in the sport since leaving WWE. Rhodes made the decision to walk away from WWE, and it has worked out perfectly for him, but the rumors are now all stating that he's set to return and be the main event star that everyone knows he's capable of being. Should Rhodes make his return at the Rumble, he would immediately become a favorite to win the entire match. And if you can get that from a surprise entry, then you have certainly done something right. Number 3. Batista. We all know how things went for Batista the last time he performed in a Royal Rumble, with the WWE Universe turning against him as he cemented his place in the main event of WrestleMania 30 against Randy Orton and eventually Daniel Bryan. However, if Batista was to turn up this time around, the reaction would certainly be different, as he has gained the love and respect from the WWE Universe, which he certainly deserves, and if he wasn't announced ahead of time, he would get a great pop. The Animal was expected to compete at WrestleMania 35 against Triple H, but due to his pectoral injury, that match might have to be shelved for now, meaning WWE would need another idea for him, which could begin at the Rumble. Number 2. Chris Jericho. WWE loves to have surprise appearance at the Rumble, and they are even better when they are by people who can still work and could eventually return for a full-time run down the line, just like Rey Mysterio last year. Chris Jericho is a perfect example of someone that the company might look to bring in for a one-off spot, as he will certainly get a huge reaction no matter what, and is in still great condition as his New Japan work proves. Vince will likely want to keep a connection between the company and him, and bringing Jericho in for a small spot like the Royal Rumble could be the perfect way to do that, potentially with him using his current New Japan gimmick. Number 1. Kenny Omega. Speaking of New Japan, there's nobody bigger that WWE could have appeared at the Royal Rumble than Kenny Omega, and it is something that has been teased by Omega himself on being the Elite, adding fire to this rumor. The Elite group are heavily rumored to be joining WWE, and if that does happen, then the Royal Rumble would be a great spot to debut Omega, as he would receive a huge response from the crowd, immediately making him a star just like WWE did with AJ Styles. There's a big chance that the Cleaner will appear in the Rumble, and if it happens, you can guarantee one of the biggest reactions in history of the match, and it's something that a lot of fans want to see, with the surprise that will shake up WWE massively.